Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds, or this will be the result of every layup you attempt to take on NBA 2K21. I would not risk it. Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.
I got digital dash camera with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. EP high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up to YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in the video with yet another video. Today, I got you guys with the best DemiGod build, the best speed boosting slasher, whatever you want to call it. This is gonna probably be the best build off rip. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's either gonna be this or the play shot type build. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a crazy build. It's gonna be pretty much like the meta two-way slash and playmaker type build. I think those builds are still gonna be good this year. Like, I don't know why everybody's saying they're gonna be terrible. They're still gonna be good this year. But this is gonna be a good build. You're gonna be able to get content dunk, speed boost, and be able to get your 3 to a 70 on this build. And that's really what they said. If you want to be able to shoot consistently, you need to have a 73. So yeah, man, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make that joint all the way from the height, weight, wingspan, all the way down from the pie charts, all the way down from the positions, the attributes, all the way to the best takeover, all the way to the best bad setup for this build. So yeah, man, without further ado, before we go too far, low-key, I got the best builds coming out tomorrow. If you guys want that, just go ahead and spam the like button, just show the support, and I got that coming out as soon as possible. But yeah, man, like I said, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go over the position you want to go with on this build. Now, a lot of these builds, I be telling you go with point guard or shooting guard, but this build is actually disgusting at the small forward position. This might be it's not even might be, this is the best small forward build in the game. I could have titled the video that, but I'm telling you this right now, this is gonna be the best small forward build in the game, just know. All right, next is going to be the pie chart for this build. So the pie chart is where you're gonna be getting your max caps and your Hall of Fame badges, and the pie chart you're gonna go with is the finishing and playmaking. You're gonna be able to get finishing and playmaking Hall of Fame badges. Now, when it comes to this pie chart, they've made a lot of different pie charts when it comes to the shooting and finishing that can get like 3 different ways. They got a shooting and defensive. They got a couple ways of that. They didn't really do that with like the finishing and playmaking. That would have been interesting to see how they did it. But this pie chart is actually gonna be one of the best pie charts to go with across any position in the game. All right, next is going to be the physical profile. So for the physical profile, I went with the speed pie chart to be able to be as fast as possible. You can go with whatever physical profile you want to go with, whether that's speed and vertical, speed and strength, balanced pie chart for if you want to play bigger. Me personally, I would go with the speed pie chart. All right, next. Now, if I was making this build, I wouldn't go for as many shooting badges as you see on the screen. I'd probably go for more defensive. But for today's video, I got you guys with 12 shooting, 15 finishing, 30 playmaking. This is not a pure playmaker build, y'all. This is a split build that gets finishing and playmaking Hall of Fame, but it gets 30 playmaking with 5 defensive. And you get everything on defense that you really need. Now, the only thing you probably would need extra is interior defense, but you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, if you don't feel like you need the 12 shooting, I feel like I only need 9 shooting on this type of build, so I'll probably take the shooting down a little bit, put some on the interior defense so I can be able to play interior defense a lot better. But at the same time, this is going to be 62 total badges. So yeah, man, this is going to be a lot of badges. You know what I'm saying? And a lot to work with. So the way you want to do that, to be able to get this 15 finishing, you're going to have to go max driving layup, driving dunk. Close shot is at 89. Shooting, pretty much everything is going to be max, but the mid-range is down to a 71. Playmaking, pretty much everything is max, but the post moves down to an 82. And then you got defensive rebound. Interior defense is not touched. Block is not touched. The offensive rebound is not touched. Then you got perimeter defense. Lateral quickness is still all max. Then you got defensive rebound at a 68. All right, so for the height and body type, now for the body type, if you plan on really dribbling with this build, what I will tell you to do, if you really plan on dribbling with this build, I would go with the skinniest body type possible, because that might get a little clunky like it was in 2K19, but 2K20. So if you went with like a bigger body type, it kind of was a little bit more difficult to hit different type of combos and stuff like that. And the combos in this game and the dribbling in this game is amazing, in my opinion. So I would go with whatever body type you feels neat for you. I went with the slight one because I would try to dribble on this build. And then for the height. Now the height is where it gets interesting. If you want to go up in height, you can do that and still be able to speed boost eventually. But the best height for this build, in my opinion, is 6'5". You're gonna be able to get that 73 ball, but still be able to get contact dunks and be able to speed boost. So yeah, man, I would go 6'5". That's probably like the best height for this build. And you see all that stuff that's going up for the layup, the three-pointer, the ball handle, the defense. So yeah, I would go with 6'5". All right, next is going to be the weight. Now, if I made this a little bit different, I probably wouldn't have went all the way down because of the interior defense. But still, since we already didn't have interior defense, didn't really care about the strength, we just went to pretty much minimal, and that got our speed off the rip to 94, acceleration off the rip to 93, playmaking. It's like, bro, you're gonna be able to speed boost off rip. We ain't even touched that wingspan yet. All right, now wingspan is where it gets interesting. Now, you can make it where you go minimum wingspan, because this is not a defensive build, so I can see a lot of people doing that. You can get 73-pointer off rip, because that's what Mike Wayne says you have to be able to shoot on any build. Now, if you do that, you got to just take that hit and just be, you're gonna still be able to dunk, but you're not gonna be able to get contacts off rip. So yeah, you gotta just understand that you're not gonna be able to get contact off rip, but you can have a 73-pointer with like a 77 mid-range off rip. You're gonna be able to even dribble even better too. Now the defense is gonna take a hit, but it's not that, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal, and it's not really, the stuff that's getting hit is not the craziest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most important part for your defense for this type of build would probably be lateral quickness, so you can be able to move faster. And that's only going down one. And if you go max, you know what I'm saying, you're going to only go up on one on lateral quickness. But when you go up on lateral on that, for the wingspan, you're going to be able to get all the contact dunks. Your dunk is going to be all the way up to an 86. Your three-pointer is going to be at a 65. So what I would do, honestly, I probably wouldn't go all the way max. I probably would go like 84.3. That's probably the highest I would go, or the longest I would go on the wingspan, because as long as you get that +1 on lateral quickness, as long as you can still be able to speed boost, and as long as you can be able to get all the contact dunks off rip, you're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to have that 66, so it's gonna be easier to have that 73 ball, because that's what Mike Wayne said you need to be able to shoot consistently. Now, with that being said, I'm saying that, but I know Mike Wayne is gonna patch it to make it easier to shoot for everybody. But yeah, so I would go with the max wingspan or even 84.3 wingspan. It's really up to you. But if you want to have that 73 ball off rip, you got to go minimum wingspan, but I don't really see a lot of people doing that. I see people going either 84.3 inch wingspan or max wingspan. Now, another thing, I know I'm taking a little bit of time on the wingspan, but like I was saying, when you come to being max wingspan, you're looking at what you're going to be at 99.9. Now, but that's not really confirmed that 99.9 is going to give you +5, but if they're giving you +1 to +4 for 96 to 99, I'm just guessing that's what it's going to be, because pretty much a lot of stuff is copy and pasted from what we've already seen, so why would they not copy and paste that? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be seeing a lot of the stuff you see on the screen going up +5 or +4, depending on if you didn't hit 99.9, you just at 99. Then when it comes to the physicals, you can get another +4 for the gym rat badge, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have that in the game too. So literally, you already gonna see that your driving up can get up to a 90. You can get your close shot up to a 96. Your three-pointer can get up to a 70. Your ball handle can get up to a 90+. Your lateral quickness can get up to a 80. Your speed can easily get up to a 99. Your acceleration can easily get up to a 99. Your vertical can easily get up to an 84. That's just making this build just that much more well-rounded. All right, next is going to be the takeover. So the best takeover for this build, you can't go wrong with either one of these two for this type of build, because this is a speed boosting slasher. So if you feel like you're gonna be able to be straight with like finishing Hall of Fame badges, since you don't have, well, you're gonna have finishing Hall of Fame badges and playmaking Hall of Fame badges. So if you feel like you're gonna be able to get contacts, finishing the paint enough with just the finishing Hall of Fame badges, go with Playmaker Takeover. Especially if you want to make people fall, help your teammates hit shots and stuff like that. Go with Slasher Takeover if you want to just be overpowered and ISO when it comes to driving and stuff like that. And just gonna let you know, Slasher Takeover is very overpowered. Now, when it came to the demo, I haven't really seen anyone showing clips of them rocking people, making people fall. I haven't really made nobody fall. So it might be a lot harder to make people fall with Playmaker Takeover also. So yeah, you might want to keep that in mind. But another thing, when it comes to Playmaker Takeover, it was helping people hit even more. And Playmaker Takeover helped people shoot a lot on 2K20 already. So yeah, it really just depends on you. But for video purposes, I did go with the slasher takeover, and the build comes out as a slashing playmaker, shades of Latrell Sprewell, DeMar DeRozan, and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is interesting. I don't really see none of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was really hoping for like a LeBron, maybe a Giannis. I know Giannis doesn't play small forward, but you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, but yeah, that's pretty much going to be the build. All we got left to go over is the best bad setup for this build. All right, so for the finishing. So for the best finishing bad setup, you're going to have Slither Finisher, Relentless Finisher, Contact Finisher, and Fancy Footwork. So you can go Fancy Footwork or Giant Slayer depending on what you want to go with. I went with Fancy Footwork because the spin layup, the Euro layup are very overpowered in this game. Very overpowered from what I've seen. Now the hop steps still pretty good, just not as good as they were. So it's really on you at that point. But especially if you partner it up with Fancy Footwork Gold or Hall of Fame, it's still gonna be very good. I'm just letting you know that right now. But yeah, contact finish is gonna help you really get a lot more contacts or finish through contact in general. And the paint defense is actually pretty good. The defense in general is actually pretty good. So you're probably gonna have to finish through contact a lot. So contact finisher is probably gonna be essential on every build. Relentless finisher is gonna help you finish any type of finishing activity, whether you're doing a lob, a dunk, a layup. It doesn't really matter, especially when you're fatigued. And Slithery Finisher is the best badge in the game, maybe, especially for this game when it comes to finishing. And yeah, that's going to really just give you the best animation possible in every single situation when it comes to driving for a dunk, layup, or anything like that. All right, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build, and this is pretty simple. Range Extender gold, Hot Zone Hunter gold, Green Machine gold, Deadeye gold. Now I can see you putting on badges like Corner Specialist, Catch and Shoot, maybe even Hot Start for Clutch Shooter for people that really going to be playing a part. But I put on Range Extender so you can extend your range and make it that much easier to shoot within your range. It's going to be just making it that much easier to get greens and stuff like that. Hot Zone Hunter gold is going to be very important to really help you be able to get greens in hot zones because you want to be able to green. You know what I'm saying? That's just essential. Now, one thing I did notice in this game compared to 2K20. 2K20 doesn't really like let you make a lot of whites. Now, Mike Wayne has said that they have different types of sliders. They have casual sliders and they have competitive sliders. So we don't know what difficulty we were playing in this demo, so it might just be that much harder to white. Now, it was kind of hard to green in this demo unless you had a shooting build. But yeah, I'm gonna just let you know that right now. Then we got Green Machine. From when we are greening, we're gonna get more and more greens as we keep getting greens and greens and greens. It's that simple. Then we got Deadeye to really just mess up the shot contest for when people are trying to close out and stuff like that. So yeah, man, this is the best shooting badge setup for this build in my opinion. Now, another badge I'm gonna just mention before I go that's gonna be underrated this year is Tireless Score, because the stamina issue is ridiculous in this game. All right, next is going to be the playmaking badge setup for this build. So we have 7 Hall of Fame on a build that gets 2 different sets of categories Hall of Fame. That's just crazy. So you can actually be able to get 10. No, is this even 10? This is, yeah, that's 10 Hall of Fame. So yeah, we're gonna have 10 Hall of Fame badges on this build. Crazy. But yeah, we got Quick First Step Hall of Fame, Handles for Days Hall of Fame, Floor General Hall of Fame, Unpluckable Hall of Fame, Tight Handles Hall of Fame, Bailout Hall of Fame, Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame, and Dimer Hall of Fame. Now, when it comes to Ankle Breaker and Tight Handles, it depends on which out of the 3 is the best one: Space Creator, Tight Handles, and Ankle Breaker. When I was trying to get ankles with Space Creator, I didn't really get too many at all. I don't think I got 1 or even 2. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind. I don't think I got ankles with any of these badges, to be honest, when it came to Ankle Breaker or Tight Handles. So they just might have nerfed Ankle Breakers completely altogether, because if I had Takeover, if I had Tight Handles on, if I had Ankle Breaker, and matter of fact, I was using these joints all with Takeover and I couldn't get to ankles. So I don't know if they changed the way you got to get them this year to make you have to actually do dribble moves, unless, I just don't know. But yeah, even when I was trying to spam step backs or hop backs, whatever it's called, hop steps, I guess, hop steps is the word I'm trying to say, I couldn't even get ankles for Hall of Fame Space Creators. So maybe they just nerfed the ankle breakers. But then I got Quick First Step to be able to speed boost as much as possible, and that's going to be very important in this game because the explosiveness on your players is very, very noticeable on this game. Handles for Days is going to be very important because the stamina issue is ridiculous in this game. Unpluckable is a badge that got buffed. Now, you can get ripped on bump steals, but when it comes to getting ripped, I didn't get ripped at all, not once. I got bump stolen 1 time in all the builds I've tested. And I've made multiple accounts to test, so that's how you know I've been testing a lot of builds, and I've only got bump stolen 1 time. Then I got Floor General on Hall of Fame to give my teammates +4 to all their offensive attributes. Then I got Bailout to be able to get Bailout in every situation, whether I'm getting a bad animation or even getting double team. Then I got Steimer on Silver, pretty much just so I can help my teammates even more, because I have 30 badge upgrades, so why not? And then last but not least is going to be the best defensive badge setup for this build. And 5 is going to be more than enough for this build, to be honest. I mean, you can get 6. But I feel like this is going to be enough for this build because you're going to be able to have clamps on gold, intimidator at silver at least. So you still going to be able to do it. I would rather have 6, but you still going to be able to have enough. I feel like this is the minimum I would go though. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If you ain't getting 5, this is the minimum you should probably go. You know what I'm saying? You need to make your build to get more than 4 at least. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for clamps, I got that so I can be able to play people the best on ball defense possible, whether I'm playing full court, half court, going around screens, playing ISO, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna play the best on ball defense possible. And the defense in this game, it feels like it's really good. Now, bats is going to probably be needed. It's off-ball picks because the cuts are very good in this game. So you're going to want to have to be able to stop people on cuts. It's not like you're going to just be stopped by immovable objects no more. You're going to be able to actually cut really well in this game. Then you got Intimidator to get the best shot contest possible. But yeah, man, that's going to be pretty much the best bat setup and the best speed boosting slasher build, the best small forward build, the best demigod build, whatever you want to call it. I went over everything in this video. The best position, the best pie charts, the best attributes, the best height, weight, wingspan, the best takeover, all the way down to the best bad setups for this build. For that alone, go ahead, please leave a like on this video if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. We got more videos coming out every single day. So turn on post notifications to be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think this, or think that will help. I don't know what I just said, but yeah, you know what to do. Yeah, it's your boy Fitz, man. Banger week coming soon. That's all I'm gonna say. I said it at the end of the video because I know a lot of people are not gonna make it all the way to the end. But if you did make it to the end, go ahead, comment down below loyal. This is gonna really tell me who loyal is. It's that simple. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe. It's your boy Fitz, man, and I'm out to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah! Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die. Man, they say he going too fast.